Hey everyone, this is Jim for SDC International Shipping. I'm back with Rob. It's just a few days to Christmas. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays,
Happy
everybody.
holidays, happy Festivus, yeah.
Rob, I wanted to ask you about fine art today. And fine art covers a lot of things, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, I mean, household goods and personal effects, there are sofas and dining room tables and things, and we take care of everything absolutely perfectly. But then when we get into the realm of fine art, it's a different conversation, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything appropriately, and there's no surprises. We have to have the materials sometimes in things of that nature at the time of pickup in the United States. So we have to understand exactly what's going on.
Right, what it is. So let's say you have a large sculpture, something like that, something that's just is heavy, maybe not as delicate. Do they build special crates or something for that?
Yeah, so it really depends upon different levels of protection, include standard protection, wrapping, protecting. Any corners are going to be protected so they don't nothing's going to get any and protuberances that stick out are going to be taken care of for things that are durable and robust. A step up from that is what we call soft crating. And that's where we're really going to go an extra couple miles in terms of perhaps very thick corrugate protection, bubble wrap, more wrapping, shrink wrap, really making sure that whatever the item is,
Right.
it's protected. And then the third level is we build custom wooden crates for whatever the item may be. That may be art, that may be a statue, it may be a sculpture, it could be a lot of things.
Have you, does any particular client come to mind where you moved something that had a strange shape that you had to do
Oh
something
yeah,
special?
yeah. And I mentioned art. That's one thing. Framed wall art. That's one thing, and some of it's very valuable. We have assisted in relocating certain exhibits from museums internationally. So that, but it's a pretty straightforward protection. It's either soft crate or hard crate. You make sure it's done right. But when you get to some of the more unique items, I just was moving a client. Actually, this was reversed. It was coming from Mexico City back to the United States, and she had a collection of really intricate, neat paper mache animals. But I mean, when I say paper mache, delicate, but not real
Right.
super delicate like you might think of, sturdy and good. But one of them was a giraffe. I mean, it was about 4 or 5 feet tall giraffe. And with the giraffe, it's going to have the neck, it's going to have the spindly long legs. And so, we evaluate what the client's needs are. And for that, in that situation, we're going to have to brace the legs in a few different spots from the inside so they can't be squished in. And
Yeah.
then, as well as the protection on the outside, we hard created that one as well. She had a giraffe, a bunch of really large frogs, an elephant, some really neat stuff. But we do
Yeah.
it all kinds of things.
Yeah. So the people that rap, I mean, this is what they do. They understand how this works. They understand the options.
Our
Yeah.
team, our teams, this is part of our bread and butter, is what we do. So absolutely, this we do it all the time. But it's like I said, it's important for us to understand what the needs are, so that we don't show up thinking it's just regular household goods, and then we find out it's a $50,000 framed wall art and a 5 foot tall paper mache giraffe.
Yeah.
So what we tend to do is much like we're doing right now. We like to put our eyes. We have a meeting, go in, do some kind of meeting, and the client will visually walk me through it. That way I can ask questions. What is this? What is the value? Is there, what's it made of? That sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, let me give you, let's look at a fictitious case. I don't know if people will be able to see it or not, but behind me, you can see a peacock.
Oh yeah,
It,
yeah.
it used to be a live peacock, and it's standing on a base, and the base is on top of a pedestal. Something like that could be packed, right? Or
Like I
no?
said, anything that needs to be shipped and is legal to ship, we can handle, no problem. That would be a very delicate item, and I can see different ways that we'd have to protect that from internally, so it's structurally good. Definitely would hard create something like that. But now let's just pretend that that was never a live peacock. because a
Okay.
lot of countries aren't going to let you bring in taxidermy.
Ah,
So it kind of
that's
depends
good to
upon
know.
on the country, and our relocation specialists engage with the client once we see, what they're trying to do.
Yeah, yeah.
But theoretically, if that was fake, then yeah, we can handle that absolutely.
Yeah. So taxidermy, I guess it's legal in if it's performed in the country, but it's performed outside of the country and shipped in. No, they won't go for
Well,
that.
it depends upon the country
Yeah.
and what their customs rules are. Some countries are real strict, others don't care. I mean, when we're bringing things in, I don't want to get off track here, but we're bringing things, trying to clear customs. The usual items. You can't bring in explosives and knives and
Yeah.
weapons and da 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 da. But some countries have some really specific situations. You just can't bring that in. You can't bring a likeness of Buddha into
Mm,
Indonesia. Can't. Things like that.
interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Rob, I'm glad that SDC covers things like packing strange shaped objects, delicate objects. Can you imagine an amateur trying to pack something like that, doing it for the first time, and then when they get to their destination, it's all in pieces?
Well, if the client really knows what they're doing, they can certainly do that. But yeah, I mean, we're there to take care of it, and this is what we do, and
Yeah.
international shipping is all we do. So this is something, we're very experienced.
Yeah. One last thing, and I just realized this is our last video for the year
Yeah, yeah,
because we're the New Year's right around the corner.
just around the corner.
We talked about this before, but not on the recording. But I'll just throw it out there to you as long as we're here. If you're going to ship, let's say, a pool table, right? That's something you want to make sure gets there in one piece. You take that apart, right?
Well, yes, we do. Typically, with a pool table, though, we'll hire a service, or the client will hire the service to do it right. So yeah, that goes along with the delicate, unusual items. So pool tables, typically you're going to have a 2-piece or a 3-piece slate. The felt's going to have to come off. The bumper's going to have to come off. The slate's going to have to come up. So otherwise, if you just try to move a pool table, you can crack the slate. So
Yeah.
it really shouldn't be done that way. Some people just say, take the legs off and put it in the container. The client's the boss. But
Yeah.
yes, we move pool tables, we move pinball machines.
Yeah.
Pinball machines are, really becoming popular again. And I was just looking at a few of them the other day because we move them from time to time. And I mean, they're $5,000 to $10,000 pinball machines, not uncommon at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. And up from there as well. So basically clients' game rooms, things like that. We
Yeah.
absolutely do it. We know how to handle everything. But a pool table, we typically will hire an outside service to do that. I'm not going to, even as good as we are, we aren't
That's a
going to use,
specialty
use our
item.
people to do the table. Yeah. Or the client can do it. Yeah.
Rob, as always, I appreciate your time and you're out there. If somebody wants to connect with you, we'll put your number on the screen. We'll put everything, all the information in the description.
Great. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyone who wants to connect with me directly about their move, their household goods, and their art or their pool table or anything, I'm here and I'd be more than happy to engage directly.
great, great. Well, Rob, again, happy holidays to you. And
Likewise.
I'll see you in the new year.
Sounds good, Jim. Take care now. Good seeing
All
you.
right. Bye.